Admin time! Come on, ask some stuff. You might learn some interesting junk. I'm Jill the artist and I'll be talking, and I'm sorry if this sucks. It's admin time.
Hello everyone, I'm Jill, the admin behind the askspiritprincess account. I decided I was going to do an Ask Admin video. Of course I only got one question, but that's okay, so I can just talk about me, I guess, so you can learn more about who I am. But I'll do that question first. I want to know what my favorite foods were, and I don't know, I really like sushi, and I really like a lot of Japanese food. Fish, if I was going to pick sweets, I don't know, I like cake. I guess I really don't have favorite foods. I have to be really careful about food though, because I have a bit of a stomach problem, so certain things make me sick, but you don't know about that. So yeah, that was my only question. So I figured I would just talk about how I came up with the character. I am doing all sorts of weird stuff with my hands. Okay. So how I start. I designed the character because, well, let me just backtrack a little bit. My boyfriend kept talking about Adventure Time. He had seen it, and a friend of mine was mentioning it, and I kept seeing pictures from it, but like, I don't watch a lot of TV outside of like the Food Network when I'm hungry. And so he was up visiting. Ding. He was up visiting, and he's like, "You just gotta watch it with me." So we pulled it up on demand, and it was some random episodes. And I was like, "What is the point? Where is this their plot?" But like, I couldn't turn it off. Like, and so then I was like, "Okay, these are just random episodes. I need to go back to the start." And so I pulled a couple up online, but they weren't very good quality, and I couldn't for some reason find a definite which one was episode 1, which was really strange. So about a week later, well, it was shortly after my birthday that shortly before my birthday he visited, and I had gotten a gift card for my birthday to Best Buy, and so I bought the box set of the first season. I figured if I don't like it, I can send it to him. He likes it. So I put it in one night. I couldn't sleep, and I didn't turn it off. I watched the whole season. And then a couple of days later, I found season 2 through Current and watched in sequence up to what there was at that point, only skipping the ones that I had seen intermediately. And in that time, I was like, that was like kind of a fun, easy style to draw in, and I was looking at people's OCs and different characters they had come up with, and I was like, if I made a character, what would it be about? And so I started thinking about my interests, and I sing, but I know that was really common because I saw a lot of music related princesses and princes and whatever. And I also saw a lot of food related, and I was like, well, I'm not that much of a foodie, what would I make it based on? And then my friends are like, well, you should make one about dachshunds because you have your 5 dogs. And I'm like, but there's the hot dog princess, and she's already basically she's a dachshund made of a hot dog. So then I was like, well, I really like paranormal stuff, which is kind of funny because I don't like to be scared, but I guess it's because more of the horror stuff that's out there nowadays is gory, and I don't like the sight of blood. So, a little different, but I like paranormal stories, cryptozoology, haunting stories, and so I was like, I know, I will make something kind of ghost-like, but there was already Ghost Princess, which then I debated with a friend about, well, is she really Ghost Princess, the ghost of, or the princess of the ghost, or is she just a ghost princess because she's dead because she was really warrior princess? But I didn't want to get into like someone going, oh, well, that's already canon and she already exists. And so I started thinking about some of my favorite monsters and creatures, and I really like will-o-wisps, or will-of-the-wisp, or hitodama, whatever you want to call them, the little ghost fire things. And I thought that would be interesting to work with because I could incorporate the wispy element into her hair and give her something kind of a generic, simple style that fits the overall theme. Because I noticed in the show they aren't extremely detailed, but they all have like a unique look. And so I just kind of scribbled. I don't know if this will show up. I started drawing little heads, and this was what I ended up using. I'm drifting away from the camera there. And I was just kind of scribbling the little wispy things and decided that would be cute. And so then I just kind of messed around with the outfit and came up with kind of, it's supposed to be a balloon dress or balloon, whatever they call those, where it curves in under the, like around the chest with elastic, and then again down around wherever the end seam is, so it makes them poofy looking and kind of, so you really don't see the shape of the person inside. And then I gave her that overcoat cape thing, which I only draw every once in a while because when I'm doing the little asks, sometimes it makes it look too baggy, and then I can't do like things with her hands and stuff. They don't show up very well. And to be honest, I'm horrible with my tablet, and so this is the most I've ever done with it. Typically, all my stuff on my main account, I draw by hand as a sketch, and then I go through and, using the pen tool and my mouse, click points around it, and then do the stroke half thing to do my line art, and then I color everything with my mouse. So it's kind of practice for me to use a tablet, but I'm still not very good with it, and even though I've had it for like 2 years, it just kind of sits under things and collects dust because I'm not very good with the eye-hand coordination. So yeah, I came up with this, you know, then I had this design. I was like, well, she needs this story, and so I started thinking, what kind of kingdom would she be in? And I thought, well, I like cryptozoology, so I'll make the cryptic kingdom, and the kinds of beings and stuff that would be there would be things that are, you know, monsters or myths and legends. And then I wanted a story about that had a contrast between the character and her, like what her life is, and then what she wants for herself, so her responsibilities versus what she wants, which is why she has the conflict with her father about, he's very traditional and she could care less, but she knows that she has to work and do things for her kingdom. She's the next in line. So, and I picked the father character because, I don't know, moms always seem like nice characters, and you don't really see a lot of you know, I don't know. And I don't know, it just seemed to fit better having a overbearing traditional king than an overbearing traditional queen. So that was the basic where I started, and I wasn't really going to do anything with it, and then I kept seeing the ask accounts, and I thought, I'll give it a shot. You know, I don't get a lot of questions, but that's fine, because every once in a while do comics, which I'm thinking of doing, or working on one right now, that kind of shows her more monstrous side that hasn't come out through the asks and stuff. I mean, that's basically it where she came from. Oh geez, I've already talked for like 10 minutes. If you're even watching this anymore, I'm sorry, you're probably really bored. So I will wrap this up and invite you to send me more questions. Of course, send Wisp more questions because I love drawing for her. And yeah, I hope next time I'll actually have some things to answer for you, and maybe I'll actually look at the camera more because I've realized the entire time I've been kind of... So, anyways, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you at the next video.